what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Hello guys, I'm happy to be back on your screens again. I hope you're all good and having a good day. I'm super excited today to be back on your screens again. Thank you for clicking to decide to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed the first video that I made. If you haven't watched it, please, the link will be in the description. Kindly click on it and then you can follow the story of Suame. It's been really good. Posting the first video, I've had a lot of good interactions from other people, and the reaction has been very positive, and I'm happy and thankful to each and everyone who watched that video and liked it and also shared it and also decided to leave a comment. I'm super happy. So this video, as you can already tell based on the title, this video is mainly about the first project that Suame GH did, which was we visited Salvation Army School. And Salvation Army School, it's a school that I attended when I was a kid. You can follow that one up in the first video. I spoke a little bit about it, and you could find it out. Going back to my former school, Salvation Army, it brought back a lot of great memories. It was exciting to see all the teachers, those who are still around. Now there's been a lot of changes in the school, a lot of new faces. It was great to see the familiar ones, to catch up with them, and yeah, to just get to know what was going on in each other's life. So it was amazing to go back to do this educational project at the Salvation Army School. The main purpose for this educational project that Suame GH does is to be able to help students know more about the waste that we create as human beings, and to also know more about how it affects our society, our environment, and our everyday life, and also to let them know more about how best we can recycle this waste for the betterment of our society. So it's very important for us, Suame GH, to do this project, because we don't have much of this in our educational system back in Ghana. I mean, I can talk from my own experience schooling as a kid in the Salvation Army school. We didn't have the educational background to manage our waste, to segregate our waste, to recycle our waste. I mean, yeah, we didn't have that. I feel that Suame GH is doing this to help students to get some level of education about waste management and waste recycling, but mainly plastic recycling, because we believe that plastic waste in particular, it's one of the most advancing waste material that we are facing in the world in general. It's plastic waste is everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere you find yourself, whether it be in Africa or anywhere else, you see plastic waste everywhere. But it comes down to how best are we as a society, how best are we managing this plastic waste, and how best are we turning these plastic waste into useful products. So I start off with a presentation to the student about plastic waste, and I emphasize on the three main plastic that you can see them everywhere in Ghana. Everywhere you find yourself, you can see these three main plastics, which are the plastic bottles, so like water bottles, the pure water sachet, and also the black polythene bags. So these three plastics are basically everywhere in Ghana, and I educate them about how to collect these plastic waste and recycle them. Right after that, I dive into comparing the Ghana's waste society, or the Ghana Waste Management Society, and the European Waste Management Society. I know I'm just comparing like a country to a continent. It's not really ideal, but how do I put it? But let's say the Ghana Waste Management Society is quite similar to most of African countries' waste management society. So that's like kind of the idea. Anyways, so what I do is I talk to them about how, as Ghanaians, how we manage our waste. We've been brought up in a way that all our waste go into one particular bin, and at the end of the day, when it's full, just go to the landfill, and then you pay an amount of money, then you get to dump it. But in an European waste management society, it's very, very different. So guys, this is the apartment unit that I live in Finland. This is the building, our car park, and here what you can see right now, this structure is actually where we keep our waste bin for our waste. So I'll take you guys right in there to show you the different type of waste that we collect over here. Right before me, this bin is specifically for food waste. As you can see the image on the bin. Let me open it. Oh, there's no food waste at the moment. I guess the car came to pick it up. And then this waste, I think, is for general waste. I think so. So you can see the waste in here. And then you have this bin too. I'm not sure what is in there, but I will take a look. I'm not really sure what is in there. But usually I used this one, that one. And then we have this for paper. Yeah, I also use this bin for papers. You can see only a piece of paper in here, but we put all our waste papers in this bin. Yeah, and I think this one too is also for papers as well. Yeah, so we have two big bins actually for papers. We have this one is supposed to be can. So yeah, as you can see the images or the label. So we put all our cans in here. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, it's made out of metal, so yeah, it's fine. It can be in here. And then this one is glass. This is where we dump our glasses. Yeah, glasses waste over here. And this one is purposefully for plastic waste. Plastic waste. Yes, you see all our plastic waste in here. So that's how most of the apartments, that's how it's being structured. They have the building, and then they have something like this, a small hut or a small building for the waste. As you can see, there's also one over here, and then the people who live in this structure put their waste over here. Yeah, and then let's come in here a little bit. So when you come in and you're confused or anything, these labels or these pictures can direct you to the right bin for the right waste. See, I mean, if you don't speak Finnish, you can use your Google Translator to translate these words into English for you. So basically that's it. But you know, a big car comes around at some point during the week to collect these waste, and it's been taken to the waste management center, and then from there it's being sorted out into all the waste sorting department, and from there it get recycled into useful things, either being with the plastic, for instance, will be recycled for industry that needs that recycled material to manufacture clothes, furniture, building material. I show them videos, I show them pictures of how these two societies deal with waste, and then with the expressions that I see from their faces, you could tell that they would want more of the European way of managing waste, you know. And it's exciting to see that kind of expression, that kind of reaction from the students. I also touch on how mismanagement of our waste in Ghana leads to floods, air pollution, contaminating water bodies, and basically just destroying our environment and having a very negative impact in our lifestyle. I mean, in Ghana, if you don't have money to pay for your waste being dumped, most people's alternative way is to burn the waste. You know, you burn it, there's smoke everywhere, blah blah blah, you know, but it's not ideal. You know, you burn the waste, it causes air pollution. Human beings breathe these bad toxic chemicals, fumes in, and then they get sick. You get sick, you have to go to the hospital. Go to the hospitals, you've been taken care of, but you have to pay for bills, medications, and a whole lot, you know. So one problem not being able to solve properly will lead to other problems, you know. So with this kind of education, the students get to know that if we are able to solve this waste management problem, then we won't end up getting sick, going to the hospital, paying for our medications, and paying for hospital bills, you know. So we give them like the basic steps of avoiding minor issues into becoming a bigger one in the future. If you're a Ghanaian watching this video, you can testify on the countless floods that we have in our country during rainy season. It's just mind-blowing. You know, the minimum rains that we have or the little rain that we have will eventually cause floods, you know. And these floods usually occur in the cities, you know. And I feel like the best way to solve these floods is to be able to manage our waste properly, you know. Is to be able to have a system whereby you, in a household, you segregate your waste, and you get a waste car to pick this waste and send it to a waste recycling plant. You know, I know that there's a few in Accra or in Kumasi, but we don't have a lot. You know, we don't have a lot. And in Ghana, we generate a lot of waste, and then just basing on the plastic waste that we generate, is only 5% that is being recycled. So the 95% is either in our landfills or in our water bodies or just lying about in our environment, which is not really a pleasant thing to see. So yeah, I move further on to educate the students about the causes of floods and how best we can solve these floods issues in our cities. And this is just down to having a well-managed waste, you know, system in place. And if we're able to collect our plastic waste and recycle them, at the end of the day, when it rains, our drainage system won't be blocked with plastic waste, because initially we've collected them, sent them to a recycle plant to get it recycled, you know. So it's an education for these students to have a good understanding about how good it is to collect our plastic waste for recycling. And also, like, to talk of floods occurring in our country, most people, I don't know, like it's very, very frustrating to talk about these things, because I will also emphasize the problem being education, because most people think that it's okay for me to dump my waste into the road or into the gutter when it rains, because the rain will wash it away. But they don't think about where the waste will end up when the rain stops, you know. And that is like something that's very, very bad, you know. So most people just wait when it rains, then they just dump their waste into the rain, and then the rain washes it away. But these waste usually ends up in our sewage. Is sewage? I'm not getting the word right. What is this? Sewage? It's not sewage. Drainage. Come on, guys. Yeah. So sewage. No, it's not sewage. It's drainage. Okay. So yeah. So this waste, you know, when the rain washes it away, it eventually ends up in our drainage system, and it blocks the flow of liquid of the rain, you know. And when it blocks it, then the rain becomes stagnant, and then that causes floods, you know. And also, people think it's okay to just dump my refuse or my waste into the river or the lake or the sea, and they think it's okay, without realizing that no, it's bad, because where it's gonna end up is no good. Because you dump it in the rain, you dump it in the river or in the lake or in the sea, and bro, like the fishes, you know, like the life living in the oceans or in the lake or in the rivers, these lives mistakenly eat these waste, mainly these plastic waste, and it's bad for them. And as humans, it's bad for us too, because we end up fishing these same fishes that consume this plastic waste. We end up fishing them and then consuming them. So we are actually like doing ourselves harm, you know. It's just frustrating. But this all comes down to quality education and proper waste management system. Quality education, proper waste management system can solve all this. So with Suame, as part of what we do, aside visiting schools, we make sure that we partner with plastic recycling companies to carry on with this educational project, because at the end of the day, you will need the plastic waste to end up in a plastic recycling factory for it to be recycled. Yeah, so we visited Salvation Army with Premier Waste. Premier Waste is a plastic recycling organization. It's founded by Mr. Edmond Arthur, and yeah, he's a great guy. He's doing an amazing work in Kumasi, helping the community, helping the region to recover a lot of plastic waste for recycling. So at this point, Mr. Edmond comes in to educate the students about the procedure that Premier Waste go through to make sure that they recover as much plastic waste from the environment to be recycled. So yeah, Mr. Edmond comes in, and then yeah, he just talk about the whole procedure from the plastic being recovered either from our water bodies, from our environment, from our landfill, by waste pickers or just by households. And also he Premier Waste work with other schools, and he talk about them going around to collect these plastic waste, and then they send it to their factory for this plastic waste to be crushed into little pellets, and then they sell these little pellets to other companies that use the little pellets for recycled materials, whether it be clothing, building materials, or furniture, and many other things that are being made out of plastic waste. He also go further to show the students some samples of the plastic pellets that they get when the plastic waste are being crushed. Yeah, he also take the time to show the students these plastic pellets. To most of the students, it's the first time that they are seeing these plastic pellets, and to show them this, you give them hope, you give them an idea, you give them you give them an evidence that this plastic waste can be turned to this, and then later on it can be turned to a t-shirt. And it's just amazing how it's being done. And just to finish off with the educational project, Suame GH donates waste bins to the school, mainly for plastic waste, and we do this to be able to help the school collect their plastic waste. And at the end of the day, Premier Waste will pick these plastic waste into their factory to crush it and then sell the pellets to other companies that they work with. The funds that they get from selling these pellets, some part of the funds, depending on the volume of plastic waste that they were able to recover from the school, depending that volume, they'll be able to give the school some of the funds to help the school with anything that they may need. But this is what we did in Salvation Army Government School. It was such a great experience. It was amazing going back to Salvation to do this. I mean, I couldn't have done it anywhere else better than to choose Salvation Army, my former school, to do this project. And moving forward, I'm looking to do this kind of project in many other schools in Kumasi. I mean, Salvation is one out of more than 100 schools in Kumasi, like a lot of schools. But in Suame, I think there are like, I think maybe 20-25 schools in Suame. I'm not so sure, but there are a lot of schools in Suame, and I'm looking forward to go back during my off season to do similar projects in these schools. And I'm excited to do it with you guys, to do it and share the journey with you guys. I want you guys to be a part of this journey. I want you guys to come with me, and let's explore the waste management in Ghana. And let me know if you're a Ghanaian and then you want me to visit your community, you want me to visit your former school. Just let me know. Leave a comment, and then let me know. Thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being a part of this video. I'm looking forward to do more of these videos in the future. I hope you learned something. You learned something about Ghana. You learned something about Salvation Army. You learned something about Suame GH, Premier Waste, and what we are doing to help our schools, our communities in terms of educating them about waste management and then plastic recycling. Hope you take the little knowledge that you've learned from this video into your daily life, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Don't forget to leave a comment, to like it, and if you don't like the video, you can dislike it, but please leave a comment for disliking my video. Yeah, so leave a comment and tell me about your experience when it comes to waste management and plastic recycling or recycling in general. Just leave a comment and tell me about what you think when it comes to waste management in your country, in your community, in your school, or growing up. Like, did you have any education on waste management? So yeah, I'm looking forward to see you in the next one, and then yeah, have a great day, enjoy your day, be positive, and stay blessed. Big ups.